What is going on, everybody? It's your boy Jets. Got a gun here bringing you another gameplay. So let's come to the video. Today we are gonna be landing at Tilted Towers yet again. What's with all the Tilted gameplay? I don't know, Jack. Maybe because Tilted is about to leave. But yeah, we just this is just like some solos. Playing in Tilted. I was dropping Tilted this morning. Really winning and finessing Tilted. Like just with games like this, I played 3 matches of Tilted and won all 3 of them. And I'm not gonna say I mastered Tilted Towers, but I really know what to do in Tilted and how to land. You guys see here, I was looking for an open spot to land, but instead I usually land Taco, but somebody had landed there. So instead of trying to fight for the gun or do anything crazy, I just moved away, repositioned myself to get a different landing spot so I could stay alive instead of just trying to fight somebody, failing with no gun, and having to boot up again, because no one likes to just keep booting up. But here this kid breaks the wall. I don't know why he did that. Maybe he came through the garage. Yeah, that was unfortunate on his part. He didn't have a gun and I only had a pistol in my hands, and I made it work. And right now I'm really just looking for a shield. Like, you guys see how fast I'm moving. This is really what you guys want to be doing when you're looting Tilted. Looting Tilted. You always want to be moving quick, like, because this player is really everywhere. So you want to grab everything as fast as you can. You don't want to be in the area too long. And this kid, he was just garbage. Really using my camera angle to my advantage got me this kill. I kind of knew somebody was up there. I could hear him. So listening carefully, and I saw him just sitting behind the wooden pallets, guys. Like, just use your camera angle. It'll get you a lot of kills. And tips on Tilted, what I usually do, like I said previously, is I usually just stay around the edges of the Tilted. I don't necessarily go into the middle until I know most or all of the edges are clear. And you guys are gonna see me do this here. Instead of going straight ahead, straight to the other building, to blue and red, I circle all the way around to the edge. And reason being is just because you have a less likely chance of getting sandwiched from all around. There were really a lot of people here, but they started dying out pretty quickly. There was one kid on the hill, and then there was 2 kids in that blue apartment. So what I did was I prioritized him because he saw me. He was the only kid who saw me and snuck and got that kill. And then there was this last kid in here, but I ended up taking a lot of heat from outside. Somebody was trying to snipe me too, so, and then plus the rocket kid. I don't know when he died, but yeah, he ended up dying. So my main focus was just getting this kid out of here, and with the grenades I managed to pressure him. Really, I didn't even pressure him. I just blew up half the building just so he'd come outside. Like, I really just got tired of him sitting in there, so I wanted him to come out and play, and he fell. I think he fell down, and I ended up killing him. But yeah, guys, staying towards the outer edges is solo, especially like if you're in Pleasant or Retail. That's usually what you want to do. That doesn't just go for Tilted. Main being is, like, you really don't want to be sandwiched in between gunfights. Like here, I was taking a lot of pressure from somebody, and then I think somebody sniped him or something. I don't know what happened, but I end up unfortunately falling into this trap. Yeah, we all hate the traps. I really wasn't even, obviously not expecting that to be right there, But yeah, we kind of recollect ourselves, we heal up, and we're gonna fast forward on here after I use this med kit. We're gonna fast forward, and like Tilted is really it is hard, but it's not as hard as people make it to be. I guess I could say give you guys not you guys, but you want to get a shotgun always in Tilted. If you can prioritize dropping on a shotgun, that's even better. But yeah, pump is really good. I really like rolling pump tech in Tilted, because if you missed the first pump shot, I really didn't even know where this kid was. Now I'm looking back at the gameplay. I think it was
Bro,
behind
what
that
the
generator.
fuck was
But
that?
yeah, you always want to prioritize a shotgun and a shield
Somebody
first,
just shot
because
me in
those
the lane.
really are the one-hitter quitters, especially the pump. Those are the things you can use to get somebody out here. And using my map knowledge, I knew there was a potion up here, so I went and grabbed that real fast before I started fighting.
Someone is
And
a
I got into a little
clown,
build
and they're
fight
gonna
with
die
this
for
kid,
it.
but he wasn't nothing too special. You know, he tried to, I think he ramped over or whatever. But we're gonna see what really happened in a second. Yeah, you always want to have a shotgun on you. I'd say shotgun, shield as fast as you can, and loot as fast as you can. You always want to do that, and
I told you they're gonna die for being.
stay around the edges, of course. Use your camera angle,
Red dot on
especially in
his nose.
tilted,
You
and
little fuck
headset
on.
in tilted. I'd say, because really there's a lot of levels, and I know sound gets distorted in this game, and it's really hard to tell exactly where an enemy's coming from. But it is not that hard to tell where someone is at in this game, especially like if you're in a building. It is pretty easy. You might not be able to tell which level, especially like Trump buildings like Trump and red and blue, but it is not that hard, guys. And you guys see what I'm doing here? I'm going around the edge of the town, and I noticed the porta fort being built. Like, that's just instantly using my awareness. I instantly ramp up to look for him, and I noticed he was bottom low, but I do manage to sneak that RPG in, tag him, get him in a position he doesn't want to be in, pressuring him into making the wrong move, and he really just didn't cover the top part of that gap where the porta fort and his walls were, so that really just made it easy mode for me. Somebody like me who's really skilled with the RPG, yes, I know they're skilled with the RPG, but can easily just take advantage. Like, guys, if you're playing against somebody with an RPG, I'll give you a tip on this. It's just always make sure you prioritize building before shooting, okay? You need to get that person that's using the RPG in a position where he does not want to use that anymore, or he cannot use it anymore, by walling up, by protecting yourself. If you're just constantly, if you're just letting him slip RPGs through your building, you're gonna die. Okay, you're gonna die pretty fast. Like, you're gonna see this one kid in this gameplay literally gave me a hard time because I couldn't reload my RPG fast enough before he was putting up walls. He was trash. He was just camping in the pond. But like, he was really smart against that, but everything else, like, literally, see this kid right here, he noticed I was ramping up to him, which was smart. He started building, but I knew how to outplay him. Just slightly take the high ground over him and shoot RPGs down. That's usually what I do. And if people try to double ramp like that wasn't a very smart double ramp. Main reason being is because I really had enough high ground to where I could see everything that he was doing, and there wasn't enough building mass over there to confuse me on where his location was at. I could easily tell where he was gonna be and what action he was gonna do. And since his ramp was like a little open, like, it's not even his fault really, but he couldn't build in that crack, so I took advantage of that and just RPG'd straight through there. See, that's another thing that I'm saying about a skilled RPG user. A skilled RPG user will wait and really assess what's going on. See, I took a little, just a tiny second to really analyze where he was going and predicted his movement and shot it right there. That is really why I love the RPG. Even though they nerfed the equip time on it, it's not that bad. It's really good now. I noticed somebody was in here. I started blowing this up, and here's where I get pinched. I got pinched by about three players. One, two, yeah, like two players. Two players pinched me. Kid in Pawn was shooting at me, and John Wick was shooting at me. So I instantly regroup, back off the fight a little bit, and I build up. And I knew he was gonna go right on top of that hill for the chase because he had an RPG, and I just instantly prioritized building. I was building over him. And now he didn't want to use the RPG. Perfect example right there. of what I mean by pressuring a kid with an RPG. See how he had the higher ground, and I instantly realized that. I knew he was on the hill, and I backed up a little bit and built up. Got it to where we were on about the same ground, and he kept firing RPGs, and I kept blocking them. So I made him not want to use the RPG, and I hit him with the RPG too to make him pull out something else. And right here I run out of materials. Really was trying to get back up higher so I could just spam RPGs at that kid. But I end up having to take my ramps and going all the way back up. And this is one thing you guys really don't want to like have is ever to run out of materials. It's really the worst thing ever because you go from being a pro to a bot. So using my last few walls, I was really trying to just find some materials. I don't think John Wick had any. Yeah, it really didn't. It really had like one wood. Is that one wood? Yeah, he had one wood. Okay, and then I end up running into another player, which was crazy. Head pump, a head tap right there. That was just nice. No materials.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he had a few. He had a little bit of wood, but I was really just collecting myself. Focusing. I kind of had tunnel vision. I'm not even gonna lie to this kid over here, which is something you don't want to do.
Nope.
I end up getting pushed by 2 no skins, and I don't even know where the black no skin went. See, this kid right here protected himself perfectly from my RPG. Every time I would load it up, like I started pressuring him with the scar, and I had to reload the scar, and there was traps everywhere. I was just realizing, oh my god, there's traps everywhere. I really can't just play reckless, and I end up playing reckless and RPGing myself. Right here, I really could have died in this situation, but yeah, like see the trap was
traps everywhere.
I almost died to that trap twice, man. Like that would have been really pitiful if I had died to that. But yeah,
no.
Really, somebody else was pushing, and somebody shot I think somebody started shooting. It was a no skin with an RPG, yeah. And I used my last bit of materials to build just lightly, and just really analyze where he was going. And I kind of got thirsty. Like I saw this kid, and then there was another kid that was behind me, and he was just a complete moron. I don't know what he was. Like, look at him, the storm. What, like, what? Loot? What? Come on, my guy. But he was kind of eating. I shot him 3 times, and he didn't go down. And he really went down there into the crack. Like, this was the funniest thing ever. Like, why would you go into a place like that, my friend? That is not what you want to do in a situation like that. And you see loot everywhere. You see traps, and you just go into the middle of pawn, or what used to be pawn. Like, no,
out of there.
Still pressuring this kid. I think the LeBron James kid had died, so I didn't hear any more footsteps. I was really still on alert. Like I really was looking for him with my ears, you know, just really waiting. And that is where I almost died to the trap again. So I end up shooting it. So I wouldn't die to it. I really wanted that potion. I was really thirsty. I was like, man, a good potion, man. That'll get me right up to where I need to be. And this kid, he decides to like come out when he hears me drinking the potion. Like, dude, you've been sitting there the whole game. Why are you coming out now? I'm really gonna body you. But just really right here in this situation, using my walls to my advantage. And what I like to do in situations like that, where you saw me
6, I was hitting this kid for
what 6. I did was I stared 2 times, and I do that because you can get on when somebody is close quarters to you like that. You can get on top of them, and they really don't. A lot of times people expect you to do the wall stare. Okay, that is okay, but when you do wall stare to get that little bit edge above them, you'll be right on top of them. People really panic in this thing. I really don't know why, but they just panic in situations like that, especially when they're lower than you. Like they don't know what to do at all. They're just freezing up. Like that kid right there, he really froze up and tried to run away. Instead of trying to build, put walls in between me and him, he really, even where I caught him on the other side of that pawn right there, even when I caught him right there, he didn't try to build anything. He didn't try to put a wall. If he would have put a wall there, he could have protected himself from fire. You know what I'm saying? Every time you wall up against an opponent, you really protect yourself against fire. But we're nearing the end of the video, guys. Hope you guys do enjoy the tips and slight
I'm gonna
tricks, you
take
know
the
what I'm
highest
saying?
high ground.
We did end up dropping,
Oh, I hear
I might as
somebody
well
to my
spoil
left
it,
shooting.
13 kills. I think the
This
last
might be the
kid,
final two
I don't even
players,
remember, like I've got Alzheimer's.
just want to get up here and look around.
But I think the last kid. Oh yeah, no. What happened?
There was some
Oh, you guys are.
RPGs.
Hey, if you guys like the video, man, go ahead, drop your boy a like, man. You know, I really do appreciate it. We're almost to 500 subs. I really appreciate it if you tell your friends about my channel. You know, if I have helped you get better at Fortnite, or you just like watching the gameplays, you know what I'm saying? Just go ahead, tell your friends at school about me, or you know, tell your mama, tell your grandma, everybody, tell your whole family, tell your boss, tell your boss. You know what I'm saying? Gotta tell your boss about it. You know, whatever. Fortnite rocks, man. Peace out.
Game. Yeah.